Prom sucks. Hey, it's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be telling you about how awful my prom was. And my prom was so weird. Before we start the video, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let me just start off by saying that my grade 12 year was probably actually one of the worst years of my life. Not even being dramatic, it was really bad. And so I really didn't like high school. High school is not my shit. That's a whole other video within itself. But yeah, I hated high school. Now, I went to a fine arts high school, so it was a really small grad class. Like, I think there was like 100, not even, of us. Fine arts school. It sounds great. Honestly, it's like, it kind of felt more like a cult. Sometimes. Another video, once again. I had a lot of friends, like different friend groups, like throughout high school, and you know, I kind of weaved through them. But then in my last year of high school, I had no fucking friend. You know how everyone still has like that one best friend? Like, I didn't even have that. Thank God I had an amazing boyfriend at the time. Thanks, Jordan. He was awesome. He's married now. But he was my first love, and thank God I had Jordan. I also probably should have left my last year of high school to go do homeschooling and just graduate, because everything was so unbelievably awful for me that last year. But I didn't, because I felt like I deserved to have like a graduation experience. I should have just fucking left. Like, I never expected prom to be magical like in the movies or anything, but I also never expected it to be so lame. Let me explain. Prom's coming up. Well, we called it like the dinner and dance, because everyone eats and then we dance and then we go to dry grad afterwards. Now, most schools, their dry grads have like inflatable slides and stuff, and they have like really cool things to do all night. And dry grads are like so much fun. So most schools know like what's up for their dry grads. They're like,
yo, I can't wait to go to it. It's gonna be so much fun.
With my school, the moms were all the ones who had to plan it, and for some reason, every year dry grad was like this surprise, and like none of us could know what it was, and it was like so hush hush the whole school year. The dry grad was like planned all by like crazy helicopter moms, most of them. So like I was a little like, I don't know if I want to spend money on this, because a lot of them are just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. My mom actually contacted one of the moms, be like, hey, I want to know what's up for dry grad, because I'm wondering if I should like get Megan a hotel for the night, because the whole thing is you do prom and you go to dry grad. Dry grad doesn't end until like 6 a.m. the next day, and my mom was concerned about my boyfriend and I driving home and like getting home safely and stuff. Like they wouldn't even give out the location. Like they wouldn't be like, oh, it's in downtown Vancouver. She emailed, she's like, hey, like, I just want to know like the location of it. I'm not going to tell my daughter anything. Like, don't worry, I'll keep it a secret for you. The moms replied and they were like, sorry, no, we can't tell you, because we can't have like the risk of it getting out to all of the grad students, and it's supposed to be a surprise, so we can't tell you. My mom was like, excuse me? Like, you're not gonna tell me where my child's even going after I just asked? She was like, just tell me like the location, like the whereabouts. Can you tell me a hotel near the location? They fought her on this. Like, they would not tell her where it was. So she's like, guys, like, I literally just want to book her a hotel. Like, I just want to like go on Priceline, get a cheap ass hotel for my kid, so she's safe. She finally got out of them that it was about 10 minutes from where the actual prom was. So leading up to the prom, all of the parents were invited to prom. My mom and I were like, no. My mom was like, I'm not coming to your prom. Like, this is supposed to be like your thing. Like, that's really weird. I bet you no parents go. And I was like, yeah, like, that's kind of weird. Like, love you, mom, but I want to go do my prom. And so I ended up talking to a few people at school, and they're like, oh yeah, like, my parents are coming. Like, I can't wait to have my parents at prom with me. And I was like, the fuck? So I was thinking, well, maybe they're just coming for like the dinner part and then they're gonna leave, like whatever. And I told my mom that a lot of them were going, but I didn't really want her there. And quite frankly, like she didn't really want to be there because like a parent at prom is just kind of strange, I guess, to us. Like, so now it's the day of prom, getting my hair done, have my dress on, I'm looking fly. Most people, like with their friends, all like book like a limo. And I was seeing like on my Facebook and Snapchat and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, look at all these people like getting photos done at like the beach and like having like good times. And I was just like chilling. I didn't get a limo with friends. I was never invited. And honestly, I didn't really give a fuck. I just didn't care. I was with my boyfriend and he drove me and he had like a really cute little blue BMW convertible. It was like older, super cute. So like I still showed up looking cool, but I had no idea really when to show up to this thing. Like no one really told me. They were just like, this is the time of it. I didn't really know if like how early you're supposed to arrive. Like I asked around and no one would give me a straight ass answer. So I was like, I'm just gonna show up a half hour before. I don't know. I roll up in like the blue convertible. There's like 20 fucking limos and I'm like, I see people like just hanging out and taking photos and everyone's like,
oh my god, where have you been? I thought you weren't coming. We've all been here for like 2 hours.
And I was like, why? And I was like, well, let's all go take photos. And like,
we just already did.
And I was like, well, I want photos. Like, I wanted the bitch ass photo of all of us, like, you know, peeping out with our, like, you know, with our feet, you know? And I was like, oh, let's go take that photo. And they're like,
well, we already took that photo.
And I was like, well, guess what? You're gonna take it again with me. Take some photos. I got like the little ones that like you're supposed to get on prom. So I'm like, okay, I'm satisfied enough. Finally, we get to go inside. I'm so hungry at this point, by the way. Like I had barely eaten all day. Everyone's parents are all shuffling in and mingling in with us. And all of a sudden I see like my entire grad class lining up over and around the corner. And I'm like, okay, like I guess I'm supposed to go over there. Turns out, I mean, this will show you just how small my grad class is. Every single one of us had to get introduced and welcomed into the prom, and the parents like made a big like aisle for us, and them just like clapping for us as we entered our prom. Okay, I mean like that's cool, I guess. Like thanks. I'm like waiting, like we had to go in like alphabetical order, right? So I'm like waiting behind like the chick who's in front of me, and you know she goes, and you know of course there's like the asshole like guys who like walk in like, like normally who would be like the jocks, those were like some of the drama majors and like the music majors, like those were like the asshole guys, and everyone's like laughing as if like they haven't been fucking dicks to everyone this whole fucking 5 years. I'm just like, they call my name and I just had no idea what to do because like my mom wasn't there to fucking clap for me. I look and my boyfriend's just like in the corner like what the fuck is going on? Awkwardly I'm like, I mean, that's just how small my grad class was. We had time to spend doing that, which was fun. That was a really cool idea. Finally sit my ass down. I'm on a table with some people I actually like. We're all eating, you know, the parents are sitting at the tables. We're sitting at the tables. The whole vibe, the whole time felt like this was for the parents. All of a sudden, you know, I see like the school principal going on stage to like make a speech. And then like another teacher comes on to make a speech, and another teacher, and another teacher, and another person. And I'm like, isn't this what the actual grad is for? I'm talking, there's been like a good 20 minutes of speeches by now. And I'm like, when is the actual prom starting? And then all of a sudden, like this one kid's dad just walks up on the stage. And he's like, I have a speech as well. And I'm like, who the f even is this guy? Like, I've never seen him before. Where is prom? I'm sitting here, like, I felt like I was at a banquet for the parents of the grad. We finally get through all the speeches. And I'm thinking, yes, like, it is time to party. And all of a sudden, like, the DJ, he just starts playing music. Slowly, one by one, all of the parents are getting up and going to the dance floor and dancing. I'm thinking, well, maybe the parents are just goofing around dancing for one song and leaving. No, these parents stayed for like an hour and a half dancing on the dance floor, and the rest of us were just sitting around, walking around, doing nothing while the parents were dancing. And I tried to go on the dance floor and like try and get a couple of friends to come with me, and they're like, nah, it's all good. Like, let the parents dance. Like, the parents want to dance. And I'm like, what the like, this is for us, not for the parents. Like, what is going on? And eventually, like, literally towards the end of the night, they all finally left. Like, it was so weird. And finally we had the dance floor to herself, and since a lot of like the kids at my school, since it was a fine arts high school, a lot of them were like the wannabe like hipster, like, oh, like I'm so cool, like it's artsy, ugh. Oh, I don't want to dance, like I'm too fucking cool for that shit. And then like, so the dance floor was like so sparse by the end of it anyway, because everyone was either drunk at that point or just tired. Nobody wanted to dance at that point except for like a very few of us. So we were dancing and I look and people are getting changed out of their prom dresses. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, we have had the dance floor to ourselves for like an hour at most and people are already changing to go to dry grad. What the hell is going on? And then so I went outside to like chat to people and they all treated me like the last year, like absolute, and expected to just be so kind to everybody, which I was, and oh, it was just so bad. So I get changed into my prom dress. A couple party buses pull up to go to the destination. The entire time, for this like 5-minute ride, this girl in my party bus, like she was like trying to take over the music and she was like trying to pick out a song and it was like, no, different one. She'd be like,
this one, I like this one.
I was like, no, change it. And I was like, guys, shut the fuck up, let's just play a song, because we got one song to get us there. We get to our destination very quickly. We listened to no songs because everyone was just fighting the entire way. And we roll up to the local town's airport hangar, which could fit like 3 tiny ass propeller planes at most in that airport hangar. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna judge right away, right? We go into like the airport hangar and a bunch of planes are still in there because they have like planes that are just always in there to, people can go do like museum tours and shit. They have like little huts everywhere as like at different countries, which I love traveling. That's super dope and it's a really cool idea. But this is supposed to be 6 hours of our time. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? The only thing that they had to do, there was a sumo wrestling thing, they had a caricature artist, they had a photo booth, they had a blackjack table, and that was it. Oh, they had a napping station, so all the stoner kids like just went like, we're staying here the entire time. I was just looking around and I was like, this is my drag grad for the next 6 hours. And to try and get the kids to stay there was like a big raffle with like tons of prizes, like scholarships and stuff at the very end. And they also had a hypnotist come for all of us before the raffle, so that was another thing to try and get kids to stay. So I was kind of like hung out with my boyfriend, like walked around. Oh yeah, I forgot about something. They made a scavenger hunt for us to go find facts about the planes. Yeah, I didn't do that. 6 hours of all of us just kind of sitting around, because once you do everything, and once you have a caricature, you got it. Like, you don't really need to do it 12 more times. You do a photo booth once or twice. There was nothing to do. It's time for the raffles to come around. And I'm just chilling. I'm winning absolutely nothing. So there is this one boy who was absolutely the worst thing that could have ever happened to me in high school. When I say he's a piece of shit, I mean he is an absolute piece of garbage trash shit on fire. It's finally the big grand finale of like the scholarship. It was like a $2,500 scholarship. Everyone's name was in a thing for it. So they're like ruffling around and it'd be like, who's gonna win? He fucking wins it, the scholarship. And I'm like, of course he does, right? And we're all sitting there and he's nowhere to be found. They were waiting like 10 minutes calling this kid's name. And I'm like, redraw it. They're like, okay, I guess we have to draw another name. I'm just like ready to get home. I'm literally packing up my shit to go. And they pull out my motherfucking name. Yes, bitch. I was just talking to Jordan and he just reminded me that when the idiot guy won, everyone was like cheering, like, yeah, man, woo! And then when they pulled my name out, it was silence. Like, no one cheered for me. And everyone was just like, because everyone knew that him and I were like, everyone knew. And I just walked up, listen, I just spent like 12 hours with these assholes. I walked up and I was like, hey, yeah, bitch. And I take that scholarship and I was like, ha, that's what y'all mother get when you treat me like shit. And I fucking get my shit with my boyfriend and I walk out. I didn't bother saying goodbye to anybody. I didn't cry. I just left. Like, everyone was like crying, hugging each other at the end of this, and I just couldn't give any at all. And yeah, so that was my prom. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like and please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget to follow me on social media. Bye!